Okay, they're busy taking the truck out now.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's only 10. Right, let's clear back here. Let's clear right back, guys. The thing can swing. Let's clear back, sir. I need you right there. Right, everybody here. I need everybody there behind there. Right now. Yeah, I can try to keep
See why we told you small guys, not yet.
Zadie, I need you behind that one.
Yeah, but you didn't want to use the same class.
Just one spot. We know the story. Please, please, come, buddy. I need you right there. We save lives. Seda,
Yeah.
don't be funny. The saving grace is it's a small tanker.
Yeah.
It's not a tandem tanker.
No, it's not big. It's not a huge one.
Yeah. So it came off on the back ends, on the pumps, on the sluicing
Yeah.
full. That's where your damage was, and that's what delayed the queue.
Okay. I'm absolutely horrified at the extent of the damage to the vehicles. I'm surprised that, well, they'll let me know later how the driver is at the union.
Is that the only injury?
Well, I'm not sure, so it's, Unit 54 will let me know.
Well, hopefully not the 54, the 53 squad.
Well, no, he's from Unit 54.
Hans. We need cement.
So they disconnected the battery so that there's no issues regarding anything catching fire. But the firefighters are over there. They're standing on top of the truck, just monitoring to make sure that there's going to be no issues. So everybody is here, safety first. There's the guys there, actually, they're on the embankment with the fire hose ready, just in case. Those guys over there, that says Spill Tech on it, chemical and oil, that's our hazmat team. They came and actually set up the berms inside the water here. There's several of them already that they set up so that they could try and stop the oil spill. You see, these are impressive rigs, eh? So what happened is the tanker came down the road from Basonia and didn't stop. For what reason, we don't know. And then came straight through the intersection, across Builders Warehouse, took out 3 bakkies that were here, and then ended up in the ravine in the water. So luckily, from what I understand, nobody was killed, but the driver of the truck is in hospital at the Union, and I'm hoping to get an update. But now we've got everybody here just obviously trying to clear the area as quickly as possible, and this was the most tricky part because of the diesel that's in the tank. It could explode, so we had to take all the precautions to make sure that it didn't ignite, and also then from an environmental point of view to make sure that the diesel that spewed out into the water was contained. Apparently the truck had about 800,000 litres of diesel in it. The truck is empty currently. There is nothing in it. The truck is empty at the moment. So, but I do believe that the people were out here with barrels stealing the diesel that was coming out of there. So can't confirm how much ended up in the water. That white thing that's lying across the water over there, that's a berm. There are several of them. I think they've got about 6 or 7 of them currently in this section alone. So, yeah, everything seems to be under control. Obviously, the worst case was to try and get that truck out as safely as possible without causing any damage, more damage or injury to anybody. And obviously, safety was a major issue to make sure that the diesel didn't ignite. So they managed to disconnect the battery from there and made it safe. But just in case, the fire department is on scene. So I must say, it's very impressive to watch how these guys have managed to get this thing out of here.
Het hulle geëkstrikeer, Johan? Nee.
Okay, so what's going to happen now? Obviously, they're going to make it safe, then they're going to remove it. I don't know how or where they're going to put it, but they're going to have to turn that thing over onto its wheels to be able to tow it. But I'm not sure if they're going to tow it today or if they're just going to leave it here. I haven't managed to find out the answer to that yet. But yeah, so now it's to flip the... this I'm looking forward to see how they flip that thing over. Dudley, what time is it? 5:30. Okay. Got about another 15-20 minutes and then I need to be on my way. Should we go around that way? Should be able to see better as they just flip it over. Eh?
Let's stay away from that. We have an ignition pedal. I've asked, they don't move.
They're not moving.
No. It's going to swing and then it's going to knock. I'll put it on the rollback and take it away. I can't leave it here, it's too volatile.
But where's the truck that's going to take it away? They're going to take it away one of these. Oh, is it incoming?
I'll hook one of these and pick it up and then just drag it through the front.
Okay. Thank you, Gavin, Stephen, Kayla, Tian, Lee, Joanne, and Philip, plus Merle for watching. I see you guys have all commented on what's been going on here. Thank you very much. Joanne, yes, it's always nice to be able to give you updates. As you know, I'm a very hands-on counsellor. I like to do these kind of things. Stephen, it was an accident that happened at about 1 o'clock. The truck went, we don't know if the brakes failed or what the story was, but it ended up in the Ravimba Builders warehouse. Oh, there's the other bucky. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so what they're going to do now is they're going to flip that truck over so it's on its wheels so they can tow it. Are you supposed to be knocking off at 6? Yeah. So this is the reason why you must avoid the area, please. As you can see, it's quite a queue on that side coming from the Glen, and also from our side, from Foster Avenue. So it's best if you please avoid this area, because otherwise you're going to get stuck in this traffic here.
Roll away, no, look it up. Swing it over. It looks like the actual. Yeah, they put it on trolleys and bodies and take it out. These trucks do amazing. They take the trucks and run them.
Pamela, yes, it's a horrible accident. There was a driver from the truck was injured. I don't know to what extent, but hoping to find out a little bit later. Thank you for posting a message. Leah, you know how much I adore you. Thanks MMC for always your support. I appreciate it. Helen, thank you. I appreciate the fact that you enjoy the fact that I work so hard. I'm sure my family will have lots to say, but thanks very much for your post. It's quite a process to flip that thing over though, hey?
No, they just got to take it in. You sling it.
They're going to sling it.
Yeah. You sling it and then just swing it out on the two arms.
No, the road is not closed. It's just it's congested because the circle is in a bit of a mess. So half of it is closed off and everyone obviously is trying to come through this way. So if you can go a different way, my darling, I suggest you do. Don't come near Builders Warehouse for now. Lindy, the accident happened at about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Thanks for your post. Dudley, the bike. Dudley, they're saying, can you move the bike?
No, I've got a tow truck covering me.
And for those of you who didn't know, you see that bike there? I came on that wearing a dress. These are the hazmat guys that have been working to try and sort out the issues with the diesel and to protect the environment.
Yeah, accidents in diesel traffic.
Renee, I don't think there were anybody in the buckies at the time, so the buckies were empty, luckily, so there was no issue there. Adela, thank you very much for your post. I appreciate it. Okay, I don't know how much longer I can stay here while they flip it over because I also need to go. Traffic seems to be easing up. It's getting a lot easier. They've opened the one road now, but they have secured the entrance and exit into Builders Warehouse currently. Yeah, they're getting ready to flip it.
Councillor, Councillor Netta.
Hello, how are you? Fine, and you? Good, thanks. Looks like it's quite a mission, hey?
It is to flip it, it's a mission.
Yo. But I suppose once it does flip over, it's going to make one a hell of a racket. Okay, so here we go. It looks like they're now going to start with the process of turning it over. Nice to see you again, Graham. Hello, Kim, Isabella. I know that you always follow me. Anita, the accident, we're not entirely sure. We'll only be able to find that out much later, but the truck came down from Basonia and didn't stop for whatever reason, either the brakes or something, and then careered through the circle underneath the Builders Warehouse sign, took out 3 vehicles and then ended up in the ravine. There was about 800,000 litres of diesel in the tank. The tank is currently empty. We do not know how much ended up in the stream, but we do know that a lot of people had big barrels here and they were stealing it. So where it all went, who knows? So they've now connected the winch on the other side. Okay, so they're getting ready to flip. Yeah, this has made a terrible mess. There's just diesel everywhere. We're gonna have to get them to clean up all of this diesel spillage everywhere. The fire, yeah, fire. They're gonna have to use sand, I suppose. So the traffic congestion, so that you can just have a quick squiz and have a look what it's like. It's flowing. It's still congested, so if you can avoid the area, please do. It's not ideal. It's still very, very busy.
How you doing? Oh, long time. How you doing?
I'm very well, how are you?
Satan is in the country. Seriously, Satan is here in the country. I'm telling you. Did you see that that one at Albertson?
No, I didn't see that one.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Okay, looks like they're ready to flip her.
4 people died.
Goodness me, that's terrible.
It's terrible. Terrible. Still here, tired like nobody's here.
JJ, do me a favor. Once you've been to the hospital, will you give me just send me a WhatsApp if they let me know how the driver is, please? Thank you. Here we go. I think if there's any people on the other side there, they need to move. I think because there's a lot of people along there, yeah, they're telling them to move. Okay, they're discussing which way and how they were going to do it. Okay, whilst they're still busy, they're deciding which way they want to throw it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's now rigging. They've got to rig it correct so that it spins once and lands on its wheels. There's no second chance.
Sure, this is a process. You're welcome, Anita. Rafaela, welcome to the feed. Ricky, yes, there were injuries. The driver of the truck is injured. To what extent, I don't know. I'm hoping to get feedback from the JMPD officer who's going to go and see him just now. Thanks, Isabel. You know how much I love you. Thanks for the updates that you're posting on my page. They're going to have to secure this as well, this railing, because that's... Let's see, there's tons of damage here. We can see that the storm water's already been damaged up on that side as well. I've just need to make sure that that the JMPD officers ask fire to put something over the diesel.
Well, it's got the dust.
They got the dust, yeah.
So they
Yeah.
got some.
I want them to hurry up now because I want to see this thing flip. Yeah, yeah, away from us, yeah.
Everybody's standing there for this. Please.
So what I hear is that they have one chance to get this right. So when they flip it, it's going to have to be done quite quickly. Okay, so that you know, the traffic has been cleared. So we don't have any issue now with traffic. It's free flowing now in the area, so you don't have to stress so much. It's all good. CJ, thanks for asking the question. Everyone is fine except for the driver of the truck. We're waiting to hear about him. Yeah, it is. It's hectic. It's probably one of the worst ones I've seen. Geraldine, as I said just now as well, the guys in the buckies were fine. There was nobody in them, but the driver of the truck was taken to the union, I believe. There we go. Geraldine, I can't comment on that. I don't know for certain, and there's no accident report yet, so I don't want to speculate as to the reasons why. They're going to flip it. Please come away there. Serious respect for these guys who know what they're doing, eh? Sure. Wow. Okay, it's been flipped over. Yeah, we're going to have to make sure that they clear this diesel out the way.
It's empty.
Yeah, no, the tank is very much empty. Dudley, I'm just going to go and take a vid from the front there quickly. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to leave now because it's time for me to go. The truck is now on its wheels. They will now tow it away because it's too dangerous to leave it here because obviously it's volatile. There is a lot of diesel on the road, so they're going to have to clean that up. Luckily, the guys from the fire department will do that as well this evening, so they'll take care of it. Yes, as soon as I have more info regarding the driver, I'll let you know. But yeah, we'll see how things go this evening. Thanks for watching, everybody, and for all your comments on my posts. I see that lots of people have commented. Thank you very much. Aniki, nice. I'm glad that you can't stop watching. It's very cool. Dee, yeah, it was one hell of a recovery. I have to agree with you. Geraldine, thank you. Thank you very much for what you said about me. I appreciate that a lot. Renee, yeah, these guys know their story, that's for sure. So, Paul, yes, it's we're dealing with the contamination. We've got hazmat out and they're busy dealing with it and they're sorting it out. Doug, as always. All right, guys, I'm on my way. Have a good evening.